Did you grow up eating beef or pork with your family?
Probably a lot of pork and chicken, sometimes beef, but beef was always my favorite, so now that's all I eat.
See, with my family, I remember we'd always go to my grandma's house. My grandma was the best beef rib eater. Is that a thing? Beef rib eater? My grandma would just eat everybody's leftover meat because she always left the bone perfectly clean. It was astonishing how clean she could leave those beef ribs. It's crazy. Hey y'all, welcome to our very first recipe video. We are in the beautiful Lake Pleasant here in Arizona, and it is actually the very first weekend of summer, which is why we said it is the perfect opportunity to come outside and use our grill. So today we're going to be making some grilled beef ribs with a charred scallion and cherry gremolata.
Sounds yummy. But what the heck is a gremolata?
Gremolata is pretty much just chopped fresh parsley, garlic, and lemon zest. But since it is summer, I wanted to add some summer fruit, so our cherries. And I just love beef with scallions or green onions, it's the same thing. And I thought charred scallions and our traditional gremolata would go perfectly. So this is about a little over 3.5 pounds of beef ribs. With beef ribs, in my opinion, they are perfect and delicious, and they have the perfect amount of fat, so you really don't need a lot of spices or any additions to this. So all we're gonna put on these beef ribs is olive oil and kosher salt. Now don't skip out on the oil. I've also put a little bit of oil on the grates, whoops. And whenever we go camping or are grilling outside, we always carry a little perfectly tiny sized travel kosher salt. Now, the trick with beef ribs is that you want to cook them low and slow and over indirect heat. So I've got a little secret. We put a rock in our grill because it's actually really, really hot, and I want to keep it at 250, 300 degrees. So that will help keep it a little cooler and not stirring hot. Our gremolata only requires 5 ingredients. It's so simple. You'll need parsley, lemon, scallions, garlic, and our beautiful sweet Washington cherries. With the parsley, you don't have to pick off all the leaves. Just take off the main stems and try to get as much as the big stem off as possible, but if there's still a little stem left in there, it's fine. It'll taste just as good. I'm not going to tell you how much garlic to put into this. I'm thinking I'm going to put maybe about 5 cloves 5 cloves for 1 bunch of parsley. But if you love garlic, you can add more. If you hate garlic, don't add it at all or put 1 clove. It's up to you, really.
You're doing a good job, baby.
Garlic. I'm like a vampire. Wait, no, vampires don't like garlic, right? All right, so all that's left for our gremolata is our scallions and our cherries. For our scallions that we're going to be charring on the grill, I have a nifty little trick that will make it really easy to just turn them over once or twice, and it's skewers. First off, these are just bamboo skewers. I'm going to put a little bit of water in them just so they don't burn once we put them on the grill. Once the skewers are nice and soaked, I'm not sure why I soaked so many. I probably only need 2. So grab your skewers. I have 6 scallions or green onions here, and I'm going to skewer these right through the lighter green parts. So you can start with 1. And put it through and on to the next one. And this will make it so much easier when you're flipping and flopping. And all you need to do next is put a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, and we're putting it on the grill. For the last part of our gremolata is our cherries. Now, this is about a little bit less than a pound, probably 3/4 of a pound. I won't be using all of this. I'll probably use half, maybe. Our scallions are nice and charred. Don't be scared if they're a little too dark. Burnt is good, as the great Francis Mallmann says. The more burnt and charred, the better. So leave them be. We're gonna chop these up, and it'll be the last ingredient for our charred scallion and cherry gremolata.
Too bad we don't have smell-o-vision yet, because oh my god, those ribs are smelling so good right now.
Let's check this one out first. The fresh cherries and the pop from the lemon zest and the herbiness of the parsley. It's gonna go awesome with our ribs. We'll see. Finito. All right, time to plate. Are you hungry?
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Little lemon for yours. And that's that. Time for the final bite. We've got our charred scallion and cherry gremolata with our ribs. Let's dig in. This is excellent. Spectacular.